Welcome to your podcast. We're your hosts.
I'm Beth Ann.
And I'm Kaylee.
And we're just kidding. I'm Kaylee.
And I'm Beth Ann.
And we're so glad you're here. If you're watching on YouTube, welcome to the show. Mr. Tootie is in my lap. God love him.
Miss Fiona is resting on the floor. She went into
can't
heat.
see her in the frame.
Well, that's okay. She's resting on the floor outside of the frame.
She's in heat, so
She's got her diaper on.
looks a little improper for the camera anyway.
She's precious.
I love her. We have the picture, like the video, up on our TV in the living room, and Mr. Tootie keeps looking at it, thinking that there's a dog on the TV, and it's him. So if you hear a bark, that's what that is.
They
But we're
told
hoping-
us that he was a purebred Yorkie, but he's a little quirky. So I don't know.
I literally knew you were going to say
He
that.
was
Like, I literally
also
knew.
$300
Okay, and out of a trailer.
out of a
But
trailer.
a blessing.
Nonetheless.
Nonetheless, he has a dew claw that is only found in Great White Pyrenees. Riddle
Is
me
it
that.
great white? Because that feels like a great white whale. I think it might just be a Great Pyrenees. No worries. No worries.
I literally think, okay, you might be right. And forgive
Nothing
me
new.
for experiencing deja vu right now. This is not the first time Beth Ann and I have sat down to record episode 1 of Your Podcast.
What are you distracted with?
Gage texted me. He said to make sure I'm looking at the camera or you and like not the TV too much. I'm not trying to. It's just like I can see it in my peripheral. I can see myself.
We should be better at this. This is our second go around.
This is our second go
Yeah,
around.
the first one, the audio just wasn't going to cut it. Wait, Kaylee, you started a sentence earlier, and I'm going to go back to it.
Okay.
If you're watching on YouTube, welcome to the show. If you're tuning in on Apple Podcast or Spotify, also welcome to the show. If you have no idea who Beth Ann and Kaylee Bryce are or like what the podcast is, you have no idea, you've stumbled upon the greatest day of your life. You've struggled,
Congratulations.
and you've won the lottery. So
You may struggle differentiating between our two voices. Gage does, and it's been 3 years. Our grandparents do. They call us and they say, well, now
Which
who
one
am I talking to?
to?
It's like, well, Gaga, you have caller ID, but anyway.
we do use each other's phones. We don't make it easy on anybody.
Well, Apple doesn't make it easy on us because we can open each other's phones with Face ID. So some of the time I don't even know whose phone I'm on.
Oh, how about that? Kaylee.
No, actually I do because you keep your phone in the dark mode, like the night one, and I don't,
But you see, you pointed that out to me the other day,
and I didn't even know or realize.
No.
Yeah.
So that must not have been something I did. It's just something that came with my phone.
It doesn't work with my eyeballs.
Kaylee, did I buy a used phone now that we're talking about this?
No.
You know what I did buy, though? A Canon G7X from Walmart that you cannot register into the U.S., the U.S. of States, the United of States, the United States of America, because I did not know that Walmart acts like an Amazon. And what I'm trying to say is,
And this doesn't make sense to anybody because it doesn't even make sense to us.
yeah, but supposedly the camera wasn't made in the U.S. It can't be registered in the U.S. So whenever I sent it in to get fixed because it had a problem, probably because it wasn't U.S. made. I mean, well, no, I guess that's not why it had a problem. Well, it just had a problem.
It might have been made in the year 2020 and
It was in a bad
everything made in
mood.
the year 2020's got a problem.
It was a COVID camera.
You know what?
Oh my gosh. Don't get me started, Kaylee. Are you about to?
Nothing's been the same since that
COVID.
year.
Texas Roadhouse, no more peanut shells on the floor. Why?
COVID. I want to say
like-
they brought those back. People just might have been modest the last time you were there and not throwing them on the floor.
I loved the Crunch-A-Munch. I loved it was
To
kind of
step
like
on the peanuts?
crunching leaves when I walked in. Yeah, it was a part of the experience. It's the culture of Texas Roadhouse.
Throw back to that era.
When Kaylee and I worked at Texas Roadhouse.
No. Kaylee worked at Texas Roadhouse for 9 months. Beth Ann volunteered for 2 shifts.
Wait, how did I get
Did you
that
even get a
job?
paycheck?
2, Kaylee. And it came on like a, wait, that was weird. Wait, did we ever talk about when I got paid? It came on like a Visa gift card. Was I at
Texas?
Wait, did you not know this? Like I got $88 on paycheck. So no, Kaylee, I was rich. You already know. Like
I
it
was funding our fun when I worked there.
That's true.
It's hard not to when you're working like 9 days a week, 3 p.m. to 3 a.m. at 16 years old.
Well,
There were
so
so
no
many
one gets
things wrong.
confused. It was like 11:30 p.m. that you closed
Okay.
up. We just learned the other day from our dad that he would drive by the restaurant to check on us. Like,
Well, he had every right to. I was just ready to make my own money and get out there. And so I did.
Yeah.
But the people that I worked with, like I had no business. The dishwasher with one tooth left in his head, every time I would walk in the kitchen, he'd start humping the counter in front of him.
And when you tell that story, I'm in disbelief every time. I never believe it. I know you're not lying. It's not because I think you're lying.
I think about him a lot.
Wait. Was he there the last
Also,
time
the
we
guy
were there?
Adam that I worked with spelled ATOM, like what all things are made of. Adam. One day I looked at him and I said, Adam, you're dropping that weight. How are you doing it? And he's like, well, I quit drinking on the job. I'm like,
Okay.
where else do you work?
Okay.
He was ripping fireball shots in the family bathroom at
Fireball.
Texas.
No.
And I know that doesn't come as a surprise. There were a lot harder drugs happening, like in the freezer. Texas Roadhouse, but
Wait. Ozempic? Because, like, I should have taken some
Oh.
of it.
if it was MVP,
It would have been gone.
none of those roles would have counted.
That's right.
He
Wait.
sure enough did.
When I volunteered for 2 paychecks at Texas Roadhouse, I would take the bread rolls, the freshly baked, never too done. I liked them quite underdone.
You did.
Bread rolls, extra cinnamon butter, take it under the host stand and hibernate. And then someone would come in and I'd say, hi, welcome to Texas Roadhouse. How many do you have in your party today?
We'd get in trouble. What was our manager's name?
Jason.
No, that's the owner. That's Jason. Who was the manager? She was
Jason?
Brandy. That was Brandy.
Oh, that was Brandy.
And
Brandy's how I got the job.
Yep, she sat down with you one time. You just came to like, Fiona is making a ruckus.
Over there.
You came to hang out with me at Texas Roadhouse one night. Like,
Yeah.
I think just for me to close.
Yeah.
Maybe I was sweeping peanuts.
Yeah.
You were talking to Brandy and she was like, you're hired. And
That is right.
Kevin, I think it was Kevin. He had a stick up his rear all the time.
You knew Kevin more than I did.
Yeah, but I didn't tell him he had a stick up his rear. I told him he needed to get his panties out of a wad.
Did
He
you
didn't
tell
like
that
either?
to his face? Did you? You were like 16.
Was so over it.
I know.
He didn't want us to eat at the host stand, which like get that, but also we're hungry and there's no other time.
Yeah.
So then we just started putting in to-go orders for people that didn't exist. Sorry. This is all coming out now.
No, this is
Or
like,
like
a
Texas
Texas
Roadhouse tell-all. Title!
Wait, we really
My
would.
friends would call in to-go orders under like Miguel or any name. Someone so random. And it just
a name
would always
of no one that worked there is what we're saying.
Yeah.
Like Sholanda and Quincy. Yes.
Adam.
Abraham.
Okay, I'm making sure that Gage didn't send me any more texts.
Did he?
Okay. No. Mom was texting. It's like I want to put my phone on D&D, but what if there was an emergency?
That's true. Leave it.
Anyway.
This is our show.
So, welcome to it. So the first time we filmed, we spoke for 2.5 hours. I don't know how long this one's going to be. Anyway, back to Texas Roadhouse. My friends would call in orders for people that did not exist, and they just so happened to be my favorite things. Boneless buffalo wings,
Chili cheese fries.
cheese fries,
Jalapenos on the side.
add jalapenos. And then after like an hour or two, no one came to pick up their to-go food. I'm like, well, crap.
Yeah, crap.
So I would, mosey back on there.
I know, me too.
Mosey back in there. Like eat it in the refrigerator. Or if I got lucky, I could sneak off to the family bathroom. But I mean, they starved us.
I don't think I even made it back to the back of the kitchen. I think I just stood right there where they make the salads and just like, what were you going to do? Fire me? I'm volunteering for 2 paychecks. Brandy hired me. So
You're so funny.
I guess that could lead us into, the first question.
So we asked you guys on Instagram what you guys wanted to know. We're going to have a couple segments here on the podcast, your podcast. And
They are.
I'm like feeling so out of sorts right now. Like, to be honest with you, let's reset. 2, 3. Ma. I feel better.
Actually feel a lot better.
Okay.
Perfect.
Me too.
Wait, that was everything.
So, yeah. Since Beth Ann had a rather rigid transition to this next segment, let me ease you guys in. We asked y'all on our Instagram stories questions that you had for us because we are playing into a couple new segments. Of course, they're new, Kaylee. It's the first episode of the podcast.
Kaylee was like, okay, if this one messes up, if the audio messes up on this one, like we're just not gonna have a first episode. Gage is like,
You're gonna do whatever it takes.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense to like post episode 2. Everybody's like, whoa, wait, hold on, pause. Where's episode 1? What am I missing here?
It's just like the girls are on a merry-go-round repeating themselves over and over is what it feels like.
you know what I didn't have on the first episode? A massive raw spot under my lip from where I picked and picked and picked.
Okay.
And picked some mo.
And you regret to inform.
Wait, I actually loved the way I looked on the first episode.
Oh,
Like I had that hair.
We were
gonna. No, seriously, I had that lip liner bay.
Yeah.
And am I crusty right now?
So I have that lip liner bay today.
You do. It's like
You haven't really said like it looks good. You just looked at me and you said, "Okay, lips." And I was like, "Oh,
Well, I like the way they look better now compared to what they looked like earlier. They were quite dark.
they were quite dark."
We don't do a dark lip. Never have.
I just felt like on camera they needed. I don't know.
I know.
I hate when my lips blend.
Mine are blending.
They're not blending.
Kaylee.
No, they're not.
but they're soon to be.
We could go for a darker lip on camera.
Okay. See, that's what I'm saying. I loved everything about the first one better. Oh my God, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be too good. It's honestly been so much fun already. Kaylee, I love you. Life is
I
just
love you
good.
more.
Life is great. Life's a climb, but the view's great.
I know I said earlier that we're growing increasingly apart because we got in a little bit of an argument.
Wait, Kaylee.
What?
I feel like you meant that.
Actually, my words were we're growing increasingly different.
Kaylee told me in the car with her chest
Yeah.
in a rather loud tone.
We're growing increasingly different by the day. It's just like when you say mean things to me, you think so that I would never say to you. I can't wrap my head around how you could do that. If we are so much alike and our brains think the exact same, like in my mind, I'm thinking, how could you be so cruel?
Kaylee.
The first segment that we want to introduce to you guys is called Double or Nothing.
I don't feel comfortable with you getting the last word and you thinking you're right because you're not.
I know it felt good though.
Kaylee, you're so mean to me sometimes. It's your tone.
No, you thought I had a tone this morning and I was so happy-go-lucky. And then all of a sudden, I turned the vacuum off where I was being so productive and you snapped at me.
Nope. You said, do you want me to vacuum your room?
No. You thought I said that. I said, do you want to vacuum your room?
Which is even worse because you were vacuuming everything else.
It's just I was going to go start breakfast.
Breakfast. Only going to take about 30 seconds to vacuum my room.
It's just that you were already standing in your room and I was having to reach around the couch and I was just going to hand you the vacuum and you could go to your room. So I said, do you want to vacuum your room? You thought I said, do you want me to vacuum your room? So then you said yes. And I said, oh.
I feel like we've turned into like a sibling therapy podcast.
Oh, do you feel like you're the therapist? Like you just had to interject?
Yeah, I feel like maybe we just like parking lot this.
no, because it'll
No.
swim in my brain. I'll be distracted the rest of the episode thinking about how
we have
didn't
to
cover it.
address and move on.
Okay. All right. Well,
But we're almost done.
okay. Duly noted.
Just to like end our argument because I do want it to like have an ending.
For me, it's over, but I want you to feel at rest. So go ahead.
I just didn't like that you reiterated whenever I was like, oh yeah, you can vacuum my room. No, I was saying you could vacuum your room. Like you said it twice and that just felt like, okay, why is Kaylee so set on not vacuuming my room? Like it just felt like you didn't want to do something for me. I don't know.
No, I wanted to make breakfast for us because I was so starving.
Thank you.
I'm
glad
glad say
you
I
did.
was hangry.
What's the first segment?
okay?
I love you. Bye.
I don't.
Kaylee, 1, 2, 3. I love you. Bye. Say it with me.
There's obviously been some miscommunication, but I think the viewers know based on my arguments.
Do you really feel like we're growing increasingly different every day?
Today, we were growing increasingly different by the second. But do I think we're growing increasingly different every day? No, I don't, Bethan. But like today, we were.
Okay.
The first segment is called Double or Nothing. And this is an advice segment.
I'm doing breathing treatments.
Please do. So Double or Nothing is where you guys ask us for some advice because we are old, we are wise, we've been through it. If you can do it, we've done it. I mean,
Yeah, we've done
not the
everything in the
truth.
world. There's nothing in this world we haven't done or experienced.
When someone says, have fun, don't do anything I wouldn't do, it's like, well,
Too late. Already done it.
no.
We're
kidding,
so
Mom.
well-versed.
We're joking. Double or Nothing, y'all are going to ask us for some advice. So you're going to email us every week at yourpudcast, YOURPUD, bless you, CAST, yourpudcast@gmail.com. You could DM us, but those get lost in the shuffle, and we just think that the email is so much more intimate and just
I agree. And we created it. So
Niche.
fill the inbox.
fill the inbox.
Seriously, I want to feel wanted.
Me too. Dare I say needed? If we give the same advice, that's great. And if we give different advice, then your question is going to go into jeopardy. And so that week, you viewers are going to vote on who you think gave better advice. And then we're going to address that on the next Pood.
Where are they going to vote?
They're going to vote on our IG stories
Perfect.
because we're going to talk about it on our IG stories
So if you're not following us,
and our Poodcast IG.
hurry up.
That is established, not yet
Posted on.
Posted on.
But it's created.
Despite Gage barking at me this week that I needed to get something up, it's just I don't want to get something up. Like I don't want any more teasers until the real thing's out. Get it out. No. Okay. So
I love that, Kaylee. Double or
on
nothing.
this first ever episode
Yes.
of Double or Nothing,
to never be recorded before.
someone needs a lot of help.
Okay.
They asked, how do you get over someone who doesn't want you?
My throat just had a gurgle. I feel like it's gonna
I actually didn't hear it.
Well, I have a microphone at my throat.
So I have a lot of questions about the person that doesn't want you and how you know they don't want you.
First one being, did he tell you to your face
That he
in
doesn't want
person
you?
that he doesn't want you?
I need to know backstory. I need to know how long have you guys been talking. I need to know, is he gaslighting? I need to know, are you delusional?
Does he only Snapchat you? What hours of the day?
Oh.
What hours of the day does he want to chit chat?
What's he asking you to do? Like, I need all of those details. So please write us back at yourpudcast@gmail.com because we want to know and then we can better address. But we're going to give the best advice that we can here.
Of course.
It's important to remember.
Okay, there you go.
If you, and clearly you do, have this sense that he doesn't want you, it's important to remember that simple fact. He doesn't want you. And why would you want someone who doesn't want you? Know this.
I couldn't sign myself up for that.
I couldn't sign myself up to shed tears over someone who didn't want. It's like,
Feels
help me.
I'm going to.
Okay.
It feels very pointless.
Mhm.
And the time you spend on him doesn't have to be wasted. You don't have to view it, I wasted some time. You learned something.
Mhm.
You learned something. Take it to the cliche saying, either a lesson or a blessing.
Love that,
And
Miss
he
Beth.
could be both. He could be a lesson for your past and a blessing for your future because now you know what not to put up with.
Correctamundas. Also, the Lord God would not put a man in your life that was supposed to be your man's if you were getting the vibe that this man's did not want you, you know?
Right.
So,
Also, if this man's, let's call him Logan. If Logan has
Logan,
been
if you're
polite,
listening, hi.
hi Logan, coming for you. If Logan was polite about him, about his feelings for you, his lack thereof, his lack of feelings for you.
Tommy is growling at the TV because he sees himself. So there you go.
How about that? If he's been polite about it, he's like, hey, you know, I just don't think that you're for me, but I've had so much fun getting to know you and hanging out with you. Honestly, take it like a man and just say thank you. Like, thank you so much for not wasting my time. Like, that's really rare. A lot of people don't just say that. So I'm going to go with he didn't say that. I'm going to go with he's keeping you undelivered. I'm going to go with maybe he has his read receipts on. He just never opens them. So it's like, okay, this is really undelivered. Or he does just like read and not respond. Now, if you're only on Snapchat, you've definitely been undelivered for a while. You've been watching his Snap score. It's been going up, but not to you. Mm-hmm. You've now gone through his following on Instagram. Who has he followed latest? I actually don't know if you can see who someone has followed the latest on Instagram.
I don't know either.
But hey, if you know, let me know because I kind of want to do some digging myself. But yes, if he's doing all of those things, you should just make some stories up about him. You should just lie on his name.
That'll definitely help you get over him because there's nothing like switching the narrative. There's nothing like those turntables.
Of course, if he's making you feel stupid, make him look stupid.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Go with your friends, go out with your friends whenever you're in a big crowd and just be like, you would literally never believe what Logan did.
Oh my gosh, Logan will literally not leave me alone. Like I already had to block him.
Yeah.
And it's
he's
like
called my dad. And he's begging my dad to tell me to respond to him. Like,
I told my dad, like, I'm done. I watched him eat his boogers so many times.
I can't handle it.
How am I ever supposed to kiss that mouth?
And if he wants to lie, say, I never called her dad. Like, look at my call log. But he deleted it.
He deleted it. He's so crazy. And you don't have anything left on your phone because you blocked him. So good luck getting anything from you.
That's right.
Love this already. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this is
please get after Logan. Please.
Only if he was rude, crude, and socially unacceptable.
So true,
so true. If he was respectful about it, again, take it with your chest, take it like a man, walk away.
But like at the end of the day, do what makes you feel good about the situation. So if you just want to tell people he eats his boogers, do it. Like I'm sure he has. And he probably does when you're not around, so it's always the same.
That's true. And he's gonna say he didn't, but like everyone knows. Like, and he knows deep down.
I feel
then he's
like
like, how
Logan-
does she know that I ate my boogers? Oh yeah, this is great. This is good. I think that you should just totally make this man look stupid.
I feel like Logan has never brought his lunch to school one time, and he eats the cafeteria food and he likes it.
Wait, I was thinking mommy's, but back in that lunch night before.
Could be either one. But if he's
yeah.
gross and eats
Like,
his
I'm-
boogers, he eats school lunch.
True.
Okay. I think Gage used to eat school lunch. Did he?
Yeah, I feel like I'm being attacked here.
Oh, okay.
Did you eat school lunch really?
Sometimes.
No, I feel
Depending
like
on
that
what
was
it
kind of
was.
attacking someone's character who ate school lunch because Chase would eat school lunch literally just because he was easy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like Gage, you're easy.
I feel like you're just attacking people that are innocent that have done
I want to
nothing.
retract my statement about school lunch.
You don't have to. Everyone knows what you mean, babe.
I feel badly. Because some people have to eat. Okay.
Excuse us.
We're back. How to turn off the TV screen. Mr. Pooty can no longer see his reflection and is now snug as a bug in a rug back in Mama's bosom.
Thank goodness. Where were we? School lunch. Yeah, don't feel bad about it. Don't feel bad about saying that. Seriously, don't. Because, I mean, we brought our lunch. People can say whatever they want about people that brought their lunch. Like, opinion.
Boar's head, babe.
Boar's
Ramen
head.
noodles. Taco soup.
In the containers.
I used to sometimes
thermoses.
get the thermoses couldn't beat them. I used to sometimes get popcorn shrimp from the school line.
Oh, Kaylee.
And then I would type in my number 200285910, and that's the only number I'll ever remember. I don't remember my college number.
Wait. 2002
85892. Of course I knew yours.
Is it okay that we say those out loud?
I don't think anybody can do anything with them now.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
maybe go get some school lunch. There might be a
True.
few cents left in my account. Go
Definitely some dollar bills left on my account.
for it. Yeah.
The smiley fries. Did you like those? Did you like the smiley fries?
I wanted them to be good so bad.
Oh, they weren't. Did you like the chocolate milk? Why do I feel like you always get the chocolate milk?
No, I didn't get the chocolate milk. I was
Oh, you
scared
did-
of that.
What?
Maybe I did.
What popsicle
I
did
got
you get?
orange juice. Oh. Chocolatey Sinclair. You already know I did.
And I did the strawberry Sinclair.
Yep. You loved it.
On Fridays.
$1.
And then that humongo.
What are you about to say?
The rainbow pop.
Oh,
The rainbow. It was ice.
I thought you were going to say something about a lunch lady. Like, be sweet.
Kaylee. No, that's seriously, you're mad. I would never, ever think or say that about someone ever.
I wouldn't either.
I'm a Christian. But no, the rainbow, the huge, you know what I mean? And like they were miserable to eat. Like you thought they were going to be a good idea. And you're like, yes,
You got
the
a
biggest one.
mouth freeze, brain freeze, all that.
Dripped everywhere. I'm sticky. Like you got to throw it in la basura.
It was really satisfying, though, to go color block by color block.
It was. I never made it to the end.
So
So
we literally, I know that our thoughts are everywhere because we just have thought about doing a podcast for so long, and we've talked about doing a podcast for so long. And it was first introduced to us by our viewers on TikTok when we were in college, and we were like, I'm gonna knit. Like, that was something we couldn't even wrap our minds around. We were nannying full time. We were students full time.
gone on the weekends.
We were gone all the time. And then it's like, we'll just make those sacrifices. And we weren't ready. We weren't, I 100%.
listen,
Tell
we
me.
couldn't have afforded it.
No.
We made $100 a week.
A week.
I couldn't have started a podcast.
I actually made 150, but
Okay, sometimes I made 110.
150 a week. So just enough to breathe on.
We made it work.
We did every time. Thank you,
course.
Dad, for the sprinkles here and there.
Yes, thank you,
Into
Dad.
the Wells Fargo. Wonder if Mom and Dad are listening. Surely they will.
Oh,
The other day I was thinking about if they like put this episode on like on YouTube on a TV and just sat there and watched
I
together.
thought about it too.
Would they be proud?
Or
Are you guys
yeah.
proud of us?
Yes, they would be.
So, yeah, I mean, we definitely feel at peace now. It's like totally, we have been praying all year and like all of last year for discernment.
Even though we never got around to steaming the curtains.
Okay.
The curtains behind us.
Yeah.
But why do I feel like kind of adds character and I don't really want to steam them?
I mean, it would probably look good if we steamed them, but I think it adds texture. I think the wrinkles
Yeah.
add texture.
And like we have these fun pillows.
I was talking about like our journey, and then you had to like throw in the curtains all of a sudden.
We'll talk about the journey. A journey.
A journey where Kaylee put a hole in the wall through sheetrock and
That was not your fault. Remember when you felt like I made it your fault? It wasn't your fault.
no, because we did it together. It was just I was holding the drill.
Yeah. It was a little
Anyway, blood, sweat, and many tears have been put into this here setup.
That's
But we're very
so outstanding, luxurious.
proud of it.
Mm-hmm.
And it all just feels right.
It's all from Target.
And it's all from Target except the
Thank
blue
you,
chairs.
Target.
Actually, a couple weeks ago, these blue chairs I posted on my Instagram story trying to sell. Because just a couple weeks ago, we didn't know if we were doing the podcast. I mean, hey, one thing about us, we make immediate decisions. We don't like to marinate on much.
I need instant gratification.
But also, we did pray a lot about this decision, and we
did.
were like, okay, we felt like this was the right time, and so we did marinate on this. But we have decided we need to marinate on other decisions before we make them. Anyway, I posted these. None of you guys wanted them, so that worked out.
Thank you.
That worked
We
out.
would have had to go buy new chairs.
I had to go buy some, which I could afford for like a little bit of a wider one. My knees are kind of pressing against the arms as I say
But-
crisscross applesauce. But
They'll do.
they'll do.
Of course.
Speaking of selling things on Instagram stories, someone needs to buy this sofa
Who
that we
needs a
have.
couch?
It's a 5-piece like sectional vibe, but you can arrange it however you wish.
Mm-hmm.
It was from Badcock Furniture. They have since gone out of business. So you can't compare prices, but I'll be honest and say I paid $2,900. I will sell it to you for more than not more than half off because that'd be really crazy. Maybe like 18.
Maybe like 1,800, maybe like your best offer.
I've posted on Facebook Marketplace. I posted on my Instagram story. If you want this sofa, it's literally in perfect condition.
It's
Both of our
beautiful.
dogs are hypoallergenic. They won't bother. Nothing on this sofa will bother you.
It smells good. Like I washed it.
And
What did that guy say on Facebook Marketplace that reached out to you
like, I
about
think
it?
it was a bot
Oh.
or a sex trafficker. I'm not kidding. Because then everything looked so suspicious. And I was like, this isn't real. Anyway, please email us at yourpudcast@gmail.com if you want the sofa. I don't know how else to get it across to people.
yourpudcast@gmail.com.
Mom, if you're still listening, I know you asked us a bunch as we were entertaining the idea of starting a podcast. I mean, what are y'all going to talk about?
I mean, really?
But like, really?
tell me.
Tell me, because
What are
I
y'all gonna
want to
say?
know. I
Are y'all
mean,
going to talk about me?
yes! How much we love you.
That's it.
That was actually something somebody said when we were asking Instagram questions they had for us. I think someone just commented and said, y'all are so blessed to have the mom that you do.
And are.
And are. Also, let's get some feedback here. Do you want to do a couple pieces of advice for Double or Nothing?
Like 2?
Yeah,
A
like 2 or
couple as
3,
2?
depending on the day.
Okay, 2 or 3.
2 or 3.
Yeah,
I only wrote down 1.
You know, as Big Mama says, our grandmother, Big Mama, we like to pencil things in. We don't really like to.
Because you can always erase a pencil.
Of course.
Did you ever use the erasable pens? I feel like you did. That was kind of your vibe.
I mean, right at the beginning.
Because it was cool.
Yeah, did you?
No, because they never erased fully. There was still just like a smear.
What was your favorite type of pencil?
I know yours.
Me too. It was the ones that Lisa Frost used.
They were it was number 2, so you could still use them for the CRCT. It was like the yellowy orange mechanical.
Did you also make a perfect score on the CRCT or just
Bethany,
me?
why are you spreading this lie that you made a perfect score on the CRCT?
Well,
I don't remember you making a perfect score. Like, I think you're remembering me making a perfect score, and you're... No, are you being serious?
Mom and Dad, I know
what did you
you're
make a perfect score on?
math.
What? You failed accounting.
Oh my gosh, the CRCT was elementary school. Accounting was COVID. I was fat and unhappy. And I was at home teaching myself accounting.
Oh my gosh, COVID's
Wait, I'm
everything from us.
uncomfortable.
Wait, you made a perfect score? I'm
Okay.
shocked. No, not that you made a perfect score. I'm shocked that I don't know this information. I swear I didn't know. The other day when you said something, Kaylee, the other day when you said something about making a perfect score, I thought you were joking.
Are you being for real, Leo? No, this is crazy, Mom and Dad. I know y'all remember.
I
I
made
made
a perfect-
something I would have made up nor forgotten. I was in the 5th grade.
Okay, so you were 5th?
Might have been 4.
I made a perfect score in 4th grade. I think it was ELA.
It was
Science. I made a perfect score in science. And
That's- I guess you were kind of.
well,
you always do.
I don't know.
How did you?
I might have
always
gotten a
do?
nod from my teacher.
No, yeah, mine was. I don't remember the grade, but it was like 3rd, 4th, or 5th CRCT. I think we started the CRCT in the 3rd grade. I really think it was the 4th or 5th grade.
I don't remember.
It was the math. I remember because we made it into that special program.
Gifted. Where we had to make a bridge out of toothpicks. Holy crap.
Wait, Susan Jones?
Susan Jones. No. Wilson. Susan Wilson.
Susan Wilson.
Susan Jones.
Susan Jones. The Susan Jones is the
Our neighbor that keeps their dogs.
our neighbor that keeps
Not
the
these dogs.
No.
Our precious.
Our first beloved.
Our first beloved Rambo. Yeah, she lives in Mom and Dad's neighborhood and kept Rambo. That's Susan
right.
Jones. Susan Wilson was our gifted teacher.
And had us build the bridge out of toothpicks.
it was so insane.
I want to do one of those things where I don't know what one of those things is, but it's just like if I could go anywhere and they could bring back all my memories and play them on a screen for me to see, I'm dying to.
Me too.
Because why do I not remember anything?
I want to know what I looked like. I mean, I kind of know.
Oh, I know.
Big belly girl.
Oh.
I literally needed a training bra in kindergarten. It was crazy.
It was just because you hadn't hit your growth spurt yet.
That's what everyone told me. Oh, she'll grow. Anyway, I need to grow like a few more inches to flatten things out. So,
What you can expect to hear is where we were at.
okay, yeah. What you can expect to hear on your podcast.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Like it's COVID over here. Nobody knows when it's going to be over. Nobody knows
Nobody.
anything.
Knows what's coming next.
But we do have the segments to keep us a little bit in order.
Somewhat in order.
And so we explain Double or Nothing. It's not called that. Is it called that?
Yeah, it's called Double or Nothing.
See, my
I
brain.
know. I'm telling you.
It's hard.
The other or another segment that we want to introduce is for you guys. Have a little fun with us. It's called Twintuition. So we want y'all to ask us questions that we can ask each other. For example, Kaylee, what is Beth Ann's favorite movie? 1, 2, 3. The Blind Side.
Good work.
Of course, I would know that. So you got to make it harder than that. It can be intricate. It can be simple. It can just whatever you want. We'll ask each other questions. It'll be just a fun little game to play.
Of course.
Submit your questions at yourpudcast@gmail.com.
If you haven't gotten the spelling yet, yourpudcast. You messed up the cadence.
Sorry.
At gmail.com.
Yep. So we don't have anything for that yet because y'all haven't asked us. But that was an example.
I want to know what y'all want to know.
Me too.
Yeah.
All of it. This one's fun.
Okay.
We talked about this. If you were able to catch our IG live the other night, I've gone live on IG one time. Do you know what it was? The night the TikTok got banned. Crazy time. So we all came together, spent a couple hours together. So if you were on that live.
On IG live, it's an internet sensation.
It was glitching so hard. And I literally think it was because there were so many viewers.
That's why.
And there were so many comments. It was flooding. I couldn't even keep up with the number of incoming comments.
Millions.
Yeah. Every single person on TikTok came right over to Instagram and found my live. It was crazy.
I felt shocked that night, but I didn't.
It felt just right.
Because we're internet sensations.
That song by Lil Durk.
I can't remember how it goes, but I do remember him writing that. And it was with
Oh, hold on, I got it.
Okay. I'm trying to.
Wait, no, hold on. I can't play it because I don't want it to get disqualified on YouTube.
How I'm
Feel about
hard.
you. Well, I know every word. I just need to jumpstart on someone singing it for me.
I know every
That's
word
gonna
too.
eat me alive. Beth Ann, I have to play it in my ear. Like I can't do this.
Okay. I keep thinking it's gonna come to me.
It's literally not.
I can see myself.
I know. We
screaming it in
go
the car.
ham. Internet sensation. Lil Durk. Here we go. Hold on. Oh, I'm already getting it.
Wait, I need it in my ear.
Say I've been afraid. I've been mixing lean with lyrical lemonade. That itch just scratched. Thank you. Moving on. This next segment, we are calling Flicks and Feels because on
So
that
fun.
IG Live, someone suggested it, and it is such a good name.
Absolutely.
Flicks and Feels is going to be movies, not TV shows, because how could someone get through that in a week? Well, me with Bridgerton. Anyway, movies. And we're all going to watch the same movies in a week, and then we're going to talk about it the next week, because it's just something to come together about.
I love doing stuff like this.
We love movies, specifically like movie theater, even though I am afraid every time I walk in of getting SHOT.
We love movies, but we don't know that many movies. Like I was telling Gage earlier, we really don't know actors, actresses, movies, shows. We don't know the name of anything. We really can't tell you if we've seen it until about 10, 15 minutes in. It kind of like reminds
It's kind
me.
of like, oh, I've seen this before.
Senior year of college, I went to a class and I sat there and I thought, this feels so familiar. I'd already taken it. I signed up for class I'd already taken. I'm just one of those people. And that's just one of those things.
Gage would never do something like that. He's over there cracking up because he can't imagine signing up for the same class you've already taken. How does that happen?
It's like a simple peek at the degree works, but you know.
But like, did you not have anybody like an advisor like help you?
That advisor?
Wait, was this college?
Yes.
Okay.
That advisor could not advise a remote control car.
A remote control car could advise the advisor.
That sucks.
Right. Flicks and Feels, y'all. We are just going to tell you about a movie that we watched at this point a couple weeks ago before we recorded the first episode of Your Podcast. But it was really good. And we have a different movie that we're going to tell you guys about for this week that we can all watch together. We watched Back in Action. It's on Netflix. And I have to look at my notes because we don't know actors and actresses, but I'm sure many of you do. These are familiar names, though.
I love an attractive cast.
Love an attractive cast.
It
Who
attracts
doesn't?
me
Who
to the
doesn't?
movie, to the show.
It's always weird when there's actors or actresses that we have never seen before. It's like, oh, it's low budget. But I shouldn't say that because everyone has to start somewhere.
True.
Anyway, this is starring Jamie Foxx and Cameron Diaz. They are husband and wife. Beth Ann started the movie like a few minutes before I did, so I kind of came in. She had to fill me in.
Yeah.
They were former CIA operatives, and
Can I
Cameron.
interject real quick? I'm sorry to cut you off.
What? It's okay.
Are you about to give spoilers?
Gage is literally the spoiler police.
Like, not
just
really.
don't wanna-
No, I
I
won't
just
give
don't want to ruin anybody's experience if they're going to like go watch this movie and they absolutely come watch the podcast first. So like, just a heads up, you may just want to like plug your ears if there's spoilers.
There's not gonna be. It's gonna be a synopsis.
So you're just doing the plot,
Yeah, like the trailer.
but just know, yeah, like
We're giving the trailer.
okay.
I would have
Continue.
to literally drug Gage to get him to spoil a movie for me. And even then, like, I didn't think his
Never
subconscious would
will.
let him.
We'll watch something that I've already seen before, and Kaylee will beg me to tell her what happens. I'm like, just watch the movie. That's what the point is. Like,
Something sweet
it's going to
that he does.
happen in less than an hour. Just watch the movie. I'm not going to tell you.
Beth Ann will always tell me. I had another throat gargle. Me too.
They were CIA operatives formerly, and she got pregnant, and so they created a family. Self-explanatory from there. Obviously, the kids don't know they were former CIA agents, and it was just this whirlwind. Loved the what?
It's okay.
Tourette's just overcame me.
It's okay.
No, because I wish you could feel what I just felt. I couldn't get it out. Family. Loved the family dynamic. Loved the relationship. Loved the mom and daughter relationship. Loved the husband-wife relationship. It was just a healthy movie.
And honestly, we won't give any spoilers, but it also features or stars Kyle Chandler, and that name didn't mean anything to me except that face did, because he was in Friday Night Lights,
Exotic.
Bloodline. Yes, I have Kyle Chandler, in all caps, our daddy.
Yeah.
So that's funny. Just like a handsome old feller, Gage. It's like a old guy. Just has a warm face. He's sweet, but he might not be sweet in this movie. That's all I'm going to say. No spoilers.
0.
That's all I'm going to say.
Yep.
That was Back in Action.
This
Loved
week.
it.
What are we
but
watching
we
this
want to
week?
watch something all together this week. Yeah. I found this on Netflix as well. And
Okay.
I don't know how to pronounce it exactly. I'm going to say it and then I'm going to spell it.
Okay.
Okay. The first word is ad. A-D.
Mm-hmm.
Easy. Second word, Vietnam. Not Vietnam. It's ad. V-I-T-A-M.
Okay.
Short for vitamin?
I think so.
Okay. Gage is cracking up. I love when he cracks up at me. Like, I'm so validated
Yes.
that I'm funny.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so this week, guys, we're all going to watch Ad Vitam, and we're going to talk about it. I will crack up if I find out the real pronunciation and it's nothing close.
We should do like a little Google pronounce. A little Google pronounce.
Can our producer look that up, please? Ad Vitam. It's on Netflix. Also action-packed. Because one thing you can expect if we're picking the movie,
A little crime, a little suspense, a little vulgar. Our mom told us one
if
time.
they're not shooting, I'm not watching.
If they're not flipping a car, zoomed in, if they're not changing their hair and like the color of everything in the bathroom, like if they are not giving themselves a crazy chop in the bathroom so they can go pretend to be someone else for the rest of the movie, like I don't want it. Remember when mom told us that we had such vulgar humor?
Yeah.
No, not vulgar
like
humor.
distorted personality.
No, it was distorted senses of humor.
Distorted
and
senses of-
vulgar language? No.
Maybe. But like we don't.
She was just having a day.
She was just having a moment.
When she
Okay.
said that.
Ad vitam.
Ad Vitam.
Ad vitam.
Period.
I think it's
Thank
French.
you.
French. Ad vitam.
Yeah, I think so.
You know what else is French? L'Occitane. And L'Occitane has got it going on. Like, if y'all haven't seen us post about their hand cream and their facial moisturizer, I don't know where you've been, but get your hands on it and in it.
Don't worry, I'm posting another ad for the hand cream soon, so you will see that.
Perfect. Love it.
No, I'm excited for this movie. We're all going to talk about it, but feel free to give us movie suggestions. Email yourpudcast@gmail.com. That's where we'll be taking the suggestions, and then we might watch your movie one week.
And just because we said we only like action-packed, we were like, we will watch what you send in. It doesn't have to be just what we like. We're open.
We can do romance, just don't make me throw up.
Yeah, it's nothing gushy.
Nothing gushy or like too much. To be honest, I did not realize that Bridgerton was so, oh my goodness, sexy mexy.
Sexy Mexi.
I'm just like, it's too much.
About Bridgerton.
But I've already
Oh,
locked
I
in, so I'm just
see.
going to do it.
I see.
I'm just going to do it.
I thought you meant sexy Mexi, like people were sexy Mexi, but
Some people are sexy
they're
Mexi.
like doing sexy Mexi.
Yeah, they're you know,
Yeah.
they're married though.
Yeah.
Most of them. So it's kind of what a lot of it is about. It's like her coming to age of like, okay, she's a wife and figuring out, okay, she's a woman and like, how does all that work? And I'm like, I don't even know how all that works.
Is this anatomy class in Bridgerton?
Like, I
Sex
think.
ed?
Mm-hmm.
This serves multiple purposes. I love that for Bridgerton and the director.
I know that your favorite movie of all time is The Blind Side.
Correct.
What's another one you love?
Aquamarine,
Yeah.
Princess Diaries.
Yep. Such a classic. I asked Gage if he had ever watched Princess Diaries, and he said no. Like, he didn't think so. And I said, well, you would know.
Remember the Titans?
Yeah. All those kind of run together.
Rudy.
They all run together. If you put on one of those, I wouldn't know which was which probably. I would. But like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's one I've seen recently. I actually liked Mr. and Mrs. Smith, but I wouldn't say that was like one of my favorite movies. It's an older movie. It's not one of my favorites, but I did watch it recently, so it's like top of mind. There's a few that I've loved and adored. I loved the Gladiator.
Loved Gladiator. I didn't think I would.
1 and 2.
I put it in the same category as Star Wars, which it shouldn't be because
We
it's like
never could watch Star Wars because Blockbuster always had scratched CDs, DVDs, whatever a movie is. And so all the times we tried to watch Star Wars in the basement with our familia
Didn't
on
work.
the projector, it never worked. So we've never seen Star Wars. You know what I miss though? Blockbuster.
what, Gage?
Gage?
It's just, it breaks my heart that y'all have not seen Star Wars. And then it also blows
Is that
my
ET
mind.
Phone Home?
No.
That's Harry Potter.
No.
Just kidding.
I know you're kidding.
Dobby.
Huh?
Dobby?
That's Lord of the Rings.
Holy crap. See.
Never got into that either.
Okay. Well,
But Gladiator was good.
but yeah, you still blow my mind that you thought Gladiator was like Star Wars.
Yeah. No, I knew that they were. I just put it in the same elk.
Elk.
Same cat.
Again. Same
When
cat.
you say things I've never heard of, it
well,
makes me
I
wonder.
read.
You do read.
I read.
I don't.
You don't.
I always want the movie
and Gage
version.
doesn't.
Yeah, no, I do not read.
The other day I was explaining something to Gage and like I didn't want to be demeaning, but like I had to say, like, am I using words that are too big? Like I want to make sure I'm not using words that are
Okay,
too big.
that's a stretch.
And he was like, you haven't said anything I don't understand. I'm like, oh.
Just because I don't read doesn't mean I don't know vocabulary.
Oh, he's up there at the IQ. Yes, he's some high IQ man.
So, I was on a roll reading on my Kindle. I started paying for Kindle Unlimited so that I could not have to buy the books. I would just
didn't tell me that.
Well, it happened over the summer. You did know.
Yeah, you were like hitting the Kindle hard for like a couple weeks,
Yeah.
and I have not seen you touch that thing in a while.
No, I have touched it because it's in my purse and I have to like move around.
Move
to
it
get in my-
around. Yeah, yeah. That thing's probably dead. It's probably just like a
It's
brick.
not. That's the insane thing about a Kindle. It's nothing like an Apple product. Sorry. I
never
mean,
dies?
well, for good and for worse. For bad and for worse. For what? For
Better
good
or
and for
for
bad.
worse?
For better or for worse.
Yes. I'm ready
The
to get
battery
married.
life is crazy. But I had to get used to the screen obviously not being like
Touchscreen?
it is touchscreen. It's just different. Like it's dull.
Yeah, it makes it look like paper.
Like paper,
know,
but
it's-
it's called the Paperwhite, the Kindle
Yeah.
Paperwhite.
There's not a lot backlight to it. You know, if that makes sense to you.
Yeah. No.
Yes.
So
And it has a matte screen.
I like it though now because
I like
I am not looking at my phone. I feel like I'm totally detaching, even though it's a screen. I would rather have the Kindle because it's so easy just to carry around versus a book. I can have a book, whatever book, at my fingertips whenever.
Of course.
I'm not going to Barnes and Nobles. I'm not spending. Books are expensive.
I believe you, but I wouldn't know.
I know.
Yeah.
The whole point.
It's just not something I feel like I'm missing out
I feel
on.
like I'm seriously getting smarter when I read, though. I do because I find myself looking things up because I'm like, what did that word mean? Like, I can't move on with that sentence unless I know what that word means. And I know that you're nothing like that. You don't care. You can't wait to move on from that sentence because you just want to be done.
I haven't read a book since second grade, Junie B. Jones.
I know. Not even 1949, ninth grade. We had to do the whole project. Spark Notes Bay.
Wait, that was actually crazy.
I know. She literally made the project to where you couldn't really do it off Spark Notes. Like she knew that people were going to do that. So I remember that being a whole thing.
You had to help me through that. Did you read it?
Most of it.
I feel like you didn't really finish it.
But yeah, I need to get back on my grind because I read 3 books back to back to back that were so fire. And then I started one that I wasn't in love with. So I kind of had a lull. And then I finally got back to it. And now I'm going to start reading another one.
Remember when you did Reader's Rally in whatever grade that was and you locked yourself in Haley Laws's, I think, bathroom or bedroom at her birthday party so you could finish your books? I think you had to read 25 books in a month. In 3 months.
I don't recognize myself sometimes. But yeah, I did do that.
I mean, we were young. You locked yourself away to read.
I got in trouble for taking too many AR tests. I had so many AR points. One time I skipped lunch. I went to the bathroom. I didn't go to lunch. And when the substitute teacher, she was such a witch. Cannot remember her name.
Oh, there's...
She literally got me in trouble because when she came back early from lunch, I was in the classroom on my knees at the desk. I don't know where the chair was. Taking an AR test.
I was wondering how you were going to finish that sentence. Taking an AR test. Wait, I remember AR tests, but I can't picture them, but I remember doing them.
They were awesome. But like I loved them. You hated them because you hated reading comprehension.
Every time we had to go out in the hallway with someone, like someone would come to the class and they would quiz us on like reading comprehension. Like we'd have to read a book and we'd literally read something straight to the person and then she'd ask me questions and I'd be like... And she's like,
I hated that.
You don't remember? I'm like, no, I really don't.
You didn't.
I didn't even know what the characters' names were. It was. I would try to read through, like I could see the paper on her lap, and I would try to read through to see, like, can I even get the character's name here? Like, can I see?
I know, Bethan. You weren't really locked in. You just watched the teacher read. You didn't like.
That's what I did.
Yeah, you didn't like process.
Like when she was done, I'm like, oh, wait, go back. Wait, go back, because when you go back, I'll listen.
It's kind of like when we're on the phone. And you're driving, you're not looking at your phone, and I'm doing something, so I'm not really.
Okay, I said don't start because I thought you were going to be rude, but you're actually just being honest about yourself because you're such a horrible, you have grown into a horrible multitasker. Yep, you know it. But yeah, I'll be driving and I'm so ready to have a conversation, but since you're locked in on something in your phone, then you're not really ready for that conversation. It just makes me feel like, bah.
I know. I'm sorry. But you would say that you're the same way. You don't like to talk. One thing is you'll answer and you'll say filming bye or something because you don't even want to hear it. Like you don't even want to pause out of what you're doing because you just want to finish what you're doing and then listen to me because then you'll have I'll have your undivided attention. I know that. Hold my hand.
Okay.
I am the same. I really am.
Well, it depends on what type of role I'm in. If I'm like filming an ad and you call, yep, filming bye.
Yeah.
If it's just a leisurely organic post, I have time to kill. What is it, Kay?
I feel like I need to interject because y'all both do this.
Okay.
Like I will ask y'all a question or say something to y'all, and if y'all are in your phone, you may not even be making a video. Y'all might be reading something on your phone.
I know.
And it's like you didn't hear me. It's right over your head.
It'll
be like a minute later, and then you may respond. But it just goes straight over your head in the moment.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
If I'm laying in bed and someone calls me, I'm scrolling while we're on the phone.
And if I'm laying next to you,
you're mad at me because I'm not listening to that person.
Well, that person, like you'll ask something that they've already said. And I'm like, Kaylee, they already gave you that information like 10 minutes ago, but and then your responses are delayed. It's not the way to be.
No, I know that's rude. I've only done that like once.
No. But now we have an area to get better in, and I always love an opportunity to get better. So
we're getting better together and not growing increasingly different.
Correctamundus.
I love you so much.
Love you more.
And I'm so happy to be here with you today.
No, this was seriously so fun. And if it sounds like we've been a little bit out of sorts, we just need to be honest. We have. Because our brains have been swirling because the first episode was so good. Like we were just rattling information off. And it was really my favorite episode so far. But it'll never see the light of day because you can't hear us. Something that I'm really excited about, even though this day has not come and it's going to be a while before it does.
I fear your next sentence.
Well, is whenever we don't live together, we will still be on the pood and we will still get to fellowship like we do when we're at home every day. Like this just feels like I'm like chilling with you on the couch, just have an idea. I'm looking forward to that? Like, why am I looking forward to that when I get to do it in person now?
I
Like,
have no idea.
but it's just bringing me comfort that I don't have to lose this. Like,
This
I
isn't going
love-
anywhere.
No, it's not. And I love that because we won't, now we film a lot of TikToks together, but we won't really be filming as many TikToks together when we're not living together. So this will still be us filming
That's
together.
all hearsay.
It
The grand
is.
scheme, because we don't know for sure that we won't.
I
You
guess.
may have a change of heart, and
Am I just talking to hear my own voice? Okay.
I think you will want to live in our basement or upstairs, or us all share a grand room together. I think that
Okay.
we're not going anywhere, B.
To see the house, Kay. Love you.
I love you so much. Let me close this in prayer,
Well,
because I want to.
are we already finished?
Oh.
I was just going to say, when they can expect to hear from us.
Yeah.
I'm thinking we do a little Twin Tuesday moment. Maybe we post at 5 a.m. so the early birds going to work can listen.
Or like midnight.
Midnight on Tuesdays?
Monday night at midnight. Tuesday morning.
Such a rough thing
To say. And
Yes.
communicate.
It's like when you're checking in and out of a hotel. It's like the 11th through the 15th. Do I get to stay the night of the 15th?
Right.
Or do I have to check
It's-
out? I know I have to check out. I know.
but still,
yeah.
it is
But still.
the same thing. Twin Tuesdays, I like it.
Let's do
No one has to wait too far into the week.
We're thinking a once a week moment. We can always build up. It's easier to build up than build down. I would really hate to say we're going to be here every day. Like, what if we're not? Then let's see how once a week goes. This is new for us. This is new for y'all. This is new for us. I mean, we've never recorded an episode ever before. Only one other time. Cheese. So thank y'all so much for bearing with us, being patient with us. I know we kind of felt like we were teasing y'all this whole time. We really did not mean for it to be like that. Technically, if the other episode would have worked out, it would have already been posted 2 weeks ago.
Emphasis on technically, because the tech is what failed us.
Yeah. Also, the cameras died that day.
Yeah, it was a crazy day.
Not today.
We were
You live
closing.
and you learn. Sorry, I thought there was a song that went like that.
That's why we fight, we break.
up.
That's what you thought. We were ending our last episode, which doesn't exist, and I got up and I heard a jingle, and I looked, and 2 out of 3 cameras were completely black, and I thought maybe they went to sleep. Well, they sure did. They tucked themselves in for the night.
They did.
Like an hour before that. So
Took
anyway,
melatonin early.
we don't have that problem today, and Lord willing, we'll never have that problem again.
Correct.
Speaking of my Lord,
Say a prayer.
let's talk to him.
Close us in prayer.
Lord, thank you so much for this dia. And thank you so much for my twin sisty. Thank you so much for air in our lungs. Thank you so much for the opportunity that we have to know you and to learn about you every day. I pray, God, that you'd use us as vessels for your kingdom to shine your light and bring others to you, to know you, to love you, and to spend eternity with you in paradise. Popcorn Bethian.
Love you so much. In Jesus' name I pray.
Amen.
I love how we just knew you were going to be the one to pray. Like we said, let's pray. And it's just like, you're praying. My mouth keeps making the craziest noises. I don't know.
I know, and my
what it
throat
is.
keeps gurgling. I'm sorry, I have to fix my hair. It's on my lipstick.
That's okay.
My lipstick.
well, guys,
how do you feel about my lipstick now? I've been talking for over an hour. What do you think? You don't love it. Okay. We'll talk about it later.
okay, later.
Or now.
I know I like it. In fact, it's just my opinion. No, I like it. I think this is good. It was good. It got a little smeary.
Oh, it's smeary? I'm out of time. No,
a little bit in the crackamundus. No.
Oh,
Let
my
me
gosh.
just see if my pinky nail can fix something.
I need to get a liner or something that doesn't
Got it.
smear. Like, people have that. It's just, I don't.
It gives you something to look forward to that you don't have it yet.
Okay.
Got it.
A brand's gonna send it. Oh my gosh, Bethany, we forgot to talk about our sponsor. We forgot to mention our sponsor.
Oh my gosh. Read out the ad read.
If you would like to sponsor this video, please contact us at yourpudcast@gmail.com. We would love to consider your offer.
That is yourpudcast@gmail.com. You ready for the outro? Is the intro, and the outro, the ending?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I've never said outro, but I've heard you say it.
I read.
3, 2, 1.
We love ya. Jesus saves ya.
Bye.